editor Robert Parsons. Robert, hello, thank you for being with us. The Islamic State group has been accused by some already today of being behind this attack, possibly. They usually target security personnel or Christian pilgrims. Yeah. So would this be surprising?
Well, perhaps not, given the fact that it is a Sufi mosque, and as we just heard in that report from a correspondent in Cairo, attacks on the Sufis have been quite frequent in Egypt for some considerable time now. The Salafists, of which the Islamic State organization group in Sinai province, considers Sufis to be heretics, and as far as they're concerned, fair game in any sort of attack. In addition to that, the Sufi movement in Egypt has been sympathetic towards the government, including to the current Sisi government. And it's thought, although there's been no confirmation of this, that there were a number of people sympathetic to the government attending prayers at this particular mosque that was attacked. So that may have been the motivation as well. But at this stage, we don't really know for sure. We don't know for certain that it was the Islamic State Sinai province group that did this. There are several other groups that are very active in Sinai province as well, but they do seem to be the most likely candidates since they've been the most active in Sinai for some considerable time.
Well, tell us more about the security situation there.
Well, the situation is disastrous and has been since 2013. Scores of soldiers have been killed. In the early period, there were big attacks on government forces, including an attack on a government naval vessel just in the Mediterranean. A Russian airplane was brought down over the area as well. But since 2015, when the army started launching big operations to counter Sinai province in particular in the area, the sort of modus operandi of the groups has changed. Small-scale attacks, frequent small-scale attacks rather than big attention-grabbing attacks. This seems to be something of a shift away from the modus operandi of recent years. A massive attack, a ghastly attack in which so many people have been killed.
Is enough being done to protect this area? Can more be done to protect this area from this kind of attack?
Well, it's very difficult for the Egyptian government. It's a big area, it's very sparsely populated, and people are disaffected because they are disadvantaged by in relation to the rest of the country, which is itself pretty disadvantaged. So the task it faces is an extremely difficult one because they don't have the sympathy, the support, it would seem, of the local population. In any sort of guerrilla operation, if you don't have the support of the local population, it's going to be extremely difficult to carry through your aims. That said, there's no doubt that the Egyptian army has stepped up its attempts to counter Sinai province and other groups with mixed success.
Robert Parsons, thank you very much for that, and we'll of course be following